So let's start today's demo session. So this session is all about SAP S4 HANA EWM. EWM stands for Extended Warehouse Management. So this is one of the leading module for warehouse management. There are so many warehouse management softwares which are available. Nowadays, EWM is the leading software for warehouse management because now EWM is part of SAP S4 HANA. Earlier, EWM was part of SAP SCM. So earlier, companies has to purchase a different license for ERP and another license for SCM. After launching SAP S4 HANA, company has included this module as embedded module. So now let's start. What are the different features? So a typical warehouse looks like this one. To manage a warehouse and inventory in the warehouse, extended warehouse management module is used. And there are so many benefits of using this software. So SAP EWM is a powerful software solution designed to help companies maximize the efficiency of their warehouse operations, which includes real-time inventory management, improved warehouse operations, increased accuracy, and so many other things. So in the market, you will come across a number of warehouse management softwares. SAP provides two modules related to warehouse management. One is SAP EWM and another one is SAP WM. So SAP WM is available with SAP ECC and S4 HANA. Let me clarify on ECC and S4 HANA. So SAP is a company name and it provides a number of software products. Like SAP S4 HANA is its latest software ERP product. And before that one, ECC was there, which was launched in 2004. So recently in 2015, SAP S4 HANA ERP software was launched because SAP company is going to stop its support for ECC. That is the reason why SAP company is promoting SAP S4 HANA. So you might have, in recent years, we have seen that Microsoft company has stopped the support for some operating systems to promote new operating systems. Similarly, SAP company has is going to stop support by 2027 for ECC. That is the reason why all new companies are implementing SAP S4 HANA, and the companies which are currently using ERP, that is ECC, they are now switching to SAP S4 HANA. Okay. So this, yes, so SAP provides these two modules for this one. So SAP WM with a limited features. However, we can say SAP EWM is the advanced version of SAP WM. So SAP WM will be available only till 2027. That is the reason why the companies which are currently using WM, they are now migrating or switching to SAP EWM. Besides SAP, there are some other players which provides warehouse management softwares like Manhattan WM warehouse management, Redberry warehouse management, right? So there are so many other. And now we can say currently SAP EWM is the leading software, a leading module from SAP point of view. Here we will come, first of all, we will see and compare different warehouse management modules provided by SAP. So as we know that by using SAP EWM, we can manage the inventory at the storage location level. However, if we use WM, then there are some additional features and functionalities. And if we compare it with EWM, some more functionalities are added. For example, like RF technology is not available with the WM. Then similarly, VAS, that is value-added services, and other function features are not available with WM, and in EWM it is added. If we look at different deployment options which are available with EWM, so earlier EWM was part of SCM business suite. So if company would like to use EWM, then company has to procure the license of SCM, and then of course SAP ECC. So two different softwares. So this kind of arrangement is called as decentralized EWM connected to ECC. After launching SAP S4 HANA, SAP company has included EWM module in S4 HANA. It was not available in ECC. It is still not available in ECC. S4 HANA is included as an embedded module in S4 HANA. So such this one, EWM embedded in S4 HANA. So this is called as EWM embedded in S4 HANA. And then we have decentralized EWM. So decentralized can be decentralized EWM connected to ECC, or decentralized EWM connected to S4 HANA, or EWM embedded in S4 HANA. So there are three deployment options available for SAP, that is EWM. All right. So once ECC will be obsolete, then only two deployment options will be available. And most frequently used deployment option is embedded in S4 HANA. Okay. So if we look at EWM organizational structure, in order to use EWM for warehouses, warehouses looks like this, like these are the typical warehouses. In order to use EWM for warehouses, EWM organizational structure we need to set up. Similarly, for any module in SAP, whether it is MM, SD, FICO, and all, in order to use all these modules, the respective organizational structure is mandatory. So, for example, now let's compare this one with this. So, what we are going to do is, throughout our training, we will take this layout of the warehouse. So warehouse from outside, it looks like this one from outside. From inside, it looks like this one, where we keep the stock in different places. Here we have, the trucks are parked, they are unloaded and put temporarily. The stock is stored, and from here the stock is moved to their destination bins. All right. So this layout, as you can see, this layout for retail industry example we will be considering, and another layout for manufacturing industry. From manufacturing industry point of view, we will be considering this kind of layout. For example, here can you see that there are 6 doors, and then through the doors the trucks are unloaded and the stock is brought to the staging area, and then from staging area, as per the requirement, if there is a need to deconsolidate the received stock, then it is moved to this work center. And if there is a requirement for quality inspection, packing, or value added services, then these processes are carried out after these processes are completed. Then the stock is moved to its final destination bin. For example, you can see here, maybe in this area, maybe in this area. And while delivering to the customer, so from the stock is picked from the bin, the source bin, and then moved to this outbound staging area. Through the door, the trucks are loaded and then sent to the customer. So this layout we will be considering to throughout our training, so that we will have good understanding how it looks like, because some of the participants may not have real-time exposure, real-time experience of warehouse management. For them, this kind of layout will be quite helpful to understand. And throughout the training, of course, we will take into consideration the supply chain management domain knowledge as well. So this is the organizational structure. So for each warehouse is represented as a warehouse number, and then the whole warehouse is divided into different areas. You can see, let's say this is a warehouse. Okay, this is the layout of the warehouse considering retail warehouse. So let's say this is a warehouse number 100 or whatever number. So this warehouse is divided into different areas. One area where there are doors, another area where the stock is temporarily, kept, and then one area where different warehouse processes like deconsolidation, packing, quality inspection, value-added services are carried out. And then this is the area where the stock is actually stored. Right, so it's actually stored, and then during the outbound, this is the staging area, then some work center, then these are the doors for outbound. So the whole warehouse is divided into different areas, and those areas are called as storage type. So the whole warehouse is divided into different areas. Can you see one area like 9030, then 9010, all these ones. So these are called as storage type. And these storage types are again divided into some sub areas. For example, you can see here this staging area is divided into some 4 sub areas. So these and similarly, this storage type 0010, right, is again divided into 3 sub areas. So the such sub areas are called as storage section, and within this one, actual storage bins are there where the stock is kept or the inventory is stored. For example, like this, these are the bins where a stock is actually stored. Right. So these are called as EWM organizational structure. There are other organizational units as well. So during our training, we will be discussing how ERP and EWM module, ERP system and EWM are integrated. For example, in case of decentralized EWM, where there are 2 different systems, how these 2 systems are connected. So
can you zoom it out?
Yeah, sure. I will. Yeah. Yes. So there are 2. One is ECC system. Another one is SAP SCM system. And in SAP SCM system, EWM is available. So ECC system is connected with SCM systems. How these 2 systems are connected, we from a functional consultant point of view, that is from EWM consultant point of view, how we are going to integrate or connect these 2 systems to flow the data. All right, so that we will be discussing, and similar concept is applicable in embedded as well, though it is within the same system, but we still considered as virtually different system. Okay, so that we will be discussing in our ERP and EWM integration. Okay, like modules will be assigned to EWM, organizational units are connected with EWM organizational units. So that we will be discussing in detail from functional consultant point. Then within this one, we will see how the product flows within the warehouse by using EWM. For example, like, we have the door. Through the door, we unload and bring the stock to the storage type. And from this storage type, if there is a direct if there is no requirement of unpacking, quality inspection, counting on other warehouse activities, then the product is directly moved to the another storage type where it is actually stored in different bins. And through another door, if we are receiving, then those products require we need to carry out like for those products, we need to carry out like deconsolidation, counting, weighing, and all those things. Then finally move to the respective destination bin. And from the origin bin, in case of outbound, the product is directly brought to the outbound staging area if there is no warehouse process is required and load onto the truck. And if there is a requirement of deconsolidation, kitting, and packing before we load onto the truck, then those warehouse processes are carried out. So how this is um, executed in EWM, this is what we are going to discuss. And then there are different processes which we will be discussing. For example, like inbound process, outbound process, internal storage, how the information or the data is flowing from one system to another system. For example, this is ERP system, right, where we have MM. From inbound point of view. So in MM, purchase order is created. With reference to the purchase order, ERP inbound delivery is created, and then this inbound delivery is distributed to EWM, which creates inbound delivery notification, and then inbound delivery. With reference to this inbound delivery, all warehouse processes like unloading, deconsolidation, put away, all those are carried out. Similarly, for outbound, like sales order is created in SD module, and then with reference to the sales order, outbound delivery is created, and outbound delivery is distributed to EWM, and in EWM, with reference to outbound delivery order, the outbound is processed. So that is the reason why in our EWM training, we will be discussing brief about MM as well as SD. So we will have basic understanding of MM and SD modules in our training, so that we can create purchase order and inbound delivery here, sales order and outbound delivery here. So how the data is transferred between ERP and EWM. So whatever, whether it is, for example, it is applicable only for decentralized EWM. So we already discussed about the deployment options what we have. So it is applicable only in case of decentralized one. So in case of embedded one, only this QRFC is required, CIF is not required. So that what is the difference between decentralized EWM and embedded EWM? All those we will be discussing in our training. So, so in different inbound processes, for example, in inbound, the difference between decentralized EWM and embedded EWM. So in case of decentralized one, where we have two different systems, one is ECC system or maybe S4HANA system, and another one is SCM system where we have EWM. Then such kind of arrangement is called as decentralized one. And within the S4HANA, EWM is also available as embedded. And then if we are using embedded one, then it is called as embedded one. So there is a difference in slight difference in while processing, the different EWM processes. For example, like in case of decentralized EWM, as soon as ERP inbound delivery is created with reference to purchase order, it is distributed to EWM and it will automatically create inbound delivery notification. And then in EWM, PPF action will create inbound delivery. And with reference to this inbound delivery, unloading, put away, and other warehouse activities are carried out. If we are using embedded one, then with reference to ERP inbound delivery, system will will directly create inbound delivery in EWM. So there is no inbound delivery notification, unlike in decentralized one. So we will be executing different transactions to see what is the difference, because client may be using decentralized EWM or embedded EWM. So we as EWM consultant should be aware of decentralized as well as embedded one. Similarly, different master data in EWM like material master, business partner, storage bin, packaging specifications. Different products are packed in different ways by using different packaging materials. So that we will be discussing in packaging specification, right? So integration with other modules, right? So in SAP, we have different modules. So how this EWM is integrated with MM, with PP and FICO modules that we will be discussing in integration with other modules. And it is also integrated with sales and distribution and transport management. So the integration will also be discussed in detail. And this is the system through remote desktop. We will be accessing this SAP. Okay, so through remote desktop, this is SAP. Let me connect through this is the remote desktop. So click on the remote desktop is quite easy. I will share credentials related to it. This is the remote desktop. We don't need to install anything. So now it's yeah. So you will have access to different versions and different business suites. For example, like SAP ECC, you can access to SAP ECC, and related to S4HANA, 3 versions like SAP S4HANA 1909, 2020, and 2021. So I will be delivering training using 2021, the latest software which is available for practice, 2021. Recently, SAP has launched 2022 as well, but for practice purpose, 2021 is available. So we will be using this one and comparing with ECC. So this is about system. And then I think you people already have the syllabus details. Yes, any question related to it before I walk you through the syllabus and other details? Yeah, so this is the syllabus as per the the training is designed as per SAP certification and job market. So we have for every modules, we have level 1, level 2, and project. Level 1 is sufficient for the candidates who would like to start their career as an associate consultant, that is fresher, because in level 1, basic functionality is explained. This level 1 training is all about basic EWM functionality. And if somebody would like to start his career as a experienced EWM consultant, at least 2+ years, then we recommend level 2 and project along with level 1. Everyone has to start the training from level 1, right? So level 1 is sufficient for associate consultant. If somebody would like to start as a career as a consultant 2+ years, then after level 1, they should go for level 2 and the project. So in level 2, they will learn about the advanced functionalities in EWM, and in project training, they will have exposure to SAP projects like implementation and support project, so that they can express themselves as experienced consultant. All right. And here, for different levels of training, like for example, like the duration of level 1 is 60 hours. So we will be completing 60 hours in 40 sessions, each session of 1.5 hours every day, Monday to Friday. And yeah, Monday to Friday. So, and during our training, we will be discussing different business scenarios, SAP transactions from business user point of view, SAP configuration from functional consultant point of view, and supply chain management from to understand the business. And you will receive SAP press books, and you will also we also provide our own customized study material. For example, this is our customer. We have a number of study materials which we will be providing based on the level. So this is our customized. This is one of our customized study material, which we have made it quite user friendly. Besides this book, we provide our own supply chain management to understand different supply chain processes, like how the warehouse is managed, inventory management, procurement, and all. Because companies, prefer consultants, EWM consultants with supply chain management knowledge. So that is the reason why it is included. And this is one of the SAP press books which we will be sharing with our candidates. SAP press books, you see, it's almost like 851 pages. So these SAP press books are not quite user friendly. That is the reason why we have designed our own study material. Throughout the training, I will be referring this study material, and you will also receive the same material. So you don't need to make any kind of note during the training. You just need to focus on the concept and the functionality. Yes, so these are different things. And of course, during the project training, I will be sharing different project documents. For example, currently I'm working for a Saudi-based company, like a Veda Holding. I'm working for a Saudi-based company. I'm involved in this project as SAP MM and EWM lead. So I will be sharing at least 2 project documents, real-time project documents with all the participants, so that we will get real-time exposure. So this is one of the document. So at least 2 project documents. So along with like how the KDS is prepared, how it looks like, business blueprint document, and other documents. All these documents will be provided, because we as a consultant, we will be preparing or helping our seniors to prepare such documents. So such things will be discussed in detail. So that is about this one. And here we will start our training from very basics, like what is SAP, different business suites or business softwares provided by SAP, right? And then SAP consultant roles. So we as a we as a EWM functional consultant, what is our role? And there are different other consultants. So we will be discussing about different consultant roles, system architecture, SAP users, right? For example, business users, right? And then consultants. Similarly, for SAP S/4HANA, there are 2 user interfaces which are available. One is GUI, graphical user interface, and another one is Fiori app. We will be using both user interface. This is the interface. This is the GUI, graphical user interface, and similarly, web-based application, that is Fiori app, we will be using in our training. And then some technical aspects related to SAP. Then from here, actually, this is about the functional module. So we will be first understanding what is enterprise structure, and then FI organizational structure, MM organizational structure, SD, and logistics, and then master data and all. Because without understanding all these things, we cannot directly jump to EWM. Can you see here? EWM is actually starting from topic number 12. Before till topic 11, we will be discussing like MM, SD, FI, then master data, and all those basics things. So you will have good exposure to MM, SD, logistics execution, and master data. Then we will have then we will be starting the topics related to EWM. Yes, so this is all about EWM, which I wanted to discuss in today's demo session. So any query related to session, study material, or career support?
Hello, sir. Uh,
Yes.
so 45. So how many days it will cover the first training to start with?
Yeah. So as you can see, for every level I have provided, for example, level 1, 60 hours training. So we will be completing in 40 sessions and each session of 1.5 hour. And we will have session from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
So it's like 1.5 to 2 months, we will be completing level 1. And then level 2 and project another 1.5 months. Total 3 months if somebody is taking level 1, level 2 and project.
Okay. Uh, and okay, that is fine. That is 2 months, but like fresher,
Hmm.
right? We don't have a background of a domain or a domain experience or actual industry experience on a production plant, right? Or a
Mm-hmm.
warehouse. So,
Mm-hmm.
being a fresher, uh, how it would help us to getting understanding of all the processes, understand the concepts, and if we really can do it, and that is the question I have. Like,
Yeah. So first of all, there is no prerequisite to make a career in SAP EWM. First thing. Second thing, we will be, in our training, we start from very basics, and we also do throughout our training as and when required. We will be discussing from supply chain management point of view, that is from warehouse management point of view. That is the reason why we are also providing our own supply chain management, so that the people who are new to supply chain management or warehouse management, they will have good understanding, even fresh graduates. So we will be providing this book, and as per the training requirement, as and when required in any topic, we will be discussing in detail about that one.
okay. And post, as one more query, sir, like you have three trainings divided, right?
No,
In three
yeah, three
different.
levels of training.
Yeah, so considering uh, we are a fresher, like
Mhm.
a first training we are going to start with, right?
Mhm.
So after the first training, because the ultimate aim is to get a job,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So after first training, how it would be like? Are you going to
Ye-
assist in getting the job, or do you?
Yes, yes, yes. So
How is
actually,
it?
uh, we after training or even towards end of the training, we provide pre-job support, which includes resume preparation, interview preparation, updating LinkedIn profile, and job portals. Okay, these things we will help you to do this one, and then we will be with you or till you make till you start your career in SAP. For example, let's say, as we know, whenever we start any new career, at least it takes 2 or 3 interviews to crack. So what happened? Once we prepare you for first interview, let's say you didn't you don't crack, right? So then we will prepare you for the next interview. So we will keep you preparing till you get the offer. And even after placement, if you would like to take on job supports, even that on job support we provide to our candidates,
Uh,
a
on,
complete solution for SAP
on
aspirants.
job support means, sorry, sir, I didn't
On
get.
job supports, for example, somebody who would like to start his career as a 2+ year consultant, but he is not actually worked as a consultant, right?
Mhm. Okay.
And then he started, and of course if he's facing some challenges, then because everything is not available on YouTube or Google, right? Somebody
Mhm.
must be there to guide and provide solution
Mhm.
while working in a company.
Okay.
So that is called as on-job support.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah, you mentioned at JST. So your full name is
Yeah, my name is Swapnil.
Swapnil.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Yes. Any other question? So we really see good demand for EWM consultant. Why? Because there is a increase because most of the companies which are using WM, they are now moving to EWM. This is one thing. Second thing, now EWM becomes the leading ERP software. That is the reason why there is a good demand for EWM consultant. And if we compare the salary packages compared to MM, SD, and FICO, EWM consultants are getting better packages because companies are not getting skilled EWM resources. And people are not aware of EWM and TM modules. That is the reason why there is a shortage of EWM consultants compared to MM, SD, and FICO, because people are aware of only core modules like MMSD and FICO and all those things.
Sorry, sir. Actually, I joined late, so probably I have missed your introduction.
Yeah.
What's your background and what is your experience? Are you working somewhere?
Yes. So I have more than 20 plus year experience, and I started my career as a supply chain management professional and then moved to SAP. So I have been offering SAP consulting services and trainings for last 15 plus years. I provide corporate trainings to companies like Tech Mahindra and other MNCs. All right. And then currently I am offering my consulting services and corporate trainings as a freelancer to the companies. And I also provide trainings to SAP aspirants, and I help them make career in SAP.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So it seems no question. Thank you very much for attending to this session. Look forward to see you in the next session. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.